Hello, hello, hello. Hello, people. All good? Mic testing. Hello, hello. Yo, welcome everyone. This is our third live stream on YouTube. I think I pretty much know how OBS works now. All good, I guess, right? Yeah. Okay, people coming from Bangladesh. Hello, hi. What's up? And I think audio is working now. Cool. So, what we are planning today? Like I mentioned, it's all about auto layout. So let's create a Figma file and let me share with you guys here. Thank you everyone for joining. And here is the file. You can follow me on this Figma file, and if you are working with me, so if you have a question, you can just write down here. And of course, we have a Discord, so you can just ping there also. That's also fine. Uh, yeah, I think after live it will available on YouTube. I think so. Let's see. Last two live already there. Let's quickly jump to the Figma file. Let's open the setting. Let me quickly do one thing here. It's Friday night here in India. I hope you guys have a plan. And if you don't, let's create something cool in Figma, of course. Why not? Right? So at the end of this stream, probably we will able to create. Okay, sorry, I am not sharing. Let me do that first. This was the cover. So let's do, and here you go. Okay, you can hear me or not? Let me know. Then we can start. This session is mostly for auto layout. We will create something almost similar or maybe this at the end, but we will start with some basic thing, like how this layout thing works. Of course, the auto layout is very complex sometime. So if you don't have basic understanding of auto layout, I will try to give some like recap of how this auto layout thing works. but mainly we will focus on creating something more advanced like this, or I have some couple of examples in my head which we will try here. So let's start actually. Autolayout, when you use Autolayout perfectly, it solves a lots of problem. Like when you are designing UI and you just wanted to create a button, what you do? I can just do this, right click and Autolayout, and your button is done, right? This is so simple, but this is very simple. I don't think people, like most of you know what this thing is. Creating this button is never easy before. This is our button, right? The first step in this Autolayout thing. There are multiple way actually. Even you can just do it. Sometime I just like if you have multiple stuff, what I do is like select it, and sometime I just group. So this is a group, and once you do that, there is this button. You can just press it. Let me know. You can see this UI also. I think it's little smaller, I guess. Let me increase the size. I think now it's fine. Okay, so what I was saying, there are multiple way to do it, right? There is shortcut, there is right click. So like this was the text, and I can just do it. The shortcut is Shift A. So once you do Shift A, Autolayout is applied, right? Other thing was which I personally do most of the time. If you have multiple objects like this and you want to arrange and like perfectly align everything, so usually what I do, I just select all, group all, and then just press it, this button. So of course this is not working. So there are multiple stuff here also. Like Autolayout have option, you will vertically or horizontally arrange the stuff, or this is another option which is wrap. So when you use wrap, like there are multiple way, and when you design UI, there are things which need equally distributed and in a multiple row and column. That time I use this, but currently let's do hug option on. So this is perfectly aligned, right? So this is like basic concept which I was just testing out here. Warming up, you can say, warming up. And I'm not going to create a button and all in this session. We will create something, of course we will create a button, of course, but not simple button. We will create something which is more advanced in the case. So this was the very first stage of button. When you I want to cover one more thing related to frame. This is a frame, right? And this is rectangle. When you design UI, everything have a specific role, but when you create something different than UI, or sometimes UI also, so both have a different purpose, and sometimes both serve same purpose. Like why I'm explaining this, because what you are seeing here is not just a rectangle, it's mostly everything is a frame here. And why I choose this frame instead of rectangle, this is what I was explaining here. What happened actually, you can see one magic thing in Figma. When you create something like button, I always create a button, but it's fine, I guess. When you create a button and when you press Autolayout, right, what happened actually, Figma magically understand what you want to do and change your rectangle to frame. Did you realize this? I think most of the people know about this, right? Okay, everything is fine here. I'm audible, right? Yeah, I think so. Okay, so what I was saying here, uh, this rectangle is very important sometimes, and sometimes we use frame instead of rectangle for creating something which is not just UI but crazy stuff like I do most of the time. So I explained one major thing here, and I will explain one more thing here before jumping to creating that head. Yes, so when you create a frame, there is this property is called clip, right? And clips serve an important purpose when you stylize something. Like here, I wanted to do some stuff, and let me do one more thing. So currently this is clipped and this is not clipped, right? So sometime when I want to create mask related stuff, instead of creating mask with rectangle, I just use this frame thing, which is more convenient because two reason I can apply multiple effects on this, and this can be easily scalable, and yeah, I think clip is important for some function here. So this is one thing I wanted to explain here. And next what is what I need here, one more thing before creating this. Yeah, I was talking about effects. So a shadow is fine. I can also use inner shadow, which you can create by doing this. So, and yes, one more thing is here, a spread. So the frame is when used frame, you can fake the outline with the help of this property called a spread, which was important sometime when we want to do stylize stuff, like whatever you are seeing here. There's a style stuff like these things. If you inspect this, you will find this is nothing but just inner shadows. Why I use this? When I will create this, I will explain that. So this was one thing I need to explain. And Autolayout, so this was the button which I explained, which was very easier. Let me find some icon here to create one more stuff. Okay, so or let me find a better example so you guys will understand. Sometimes I create some stuff and I share on a story. Maybe you saw something which I created a long time ago. It was very complex layout which I used to create a button which is very stylized for a game. Actually, I created a small UI kit for a game, indie game studio. So that time I was experimenting and I found something and converted into Figma. So let me find something which is more complex and I can explain it how you can make it easily in Figma. Of course, everything can be created in a Figma. These guy can be created, right? But the problem is sometime when you do that, there are challenges, which is like how you will scale it. If there are like text will be longer than, I think this is very example. Let's start with this one. So maybe this will be more interesting. Suppose from where I bring it, it's from Dribble. Someone created, let's add the credits, Melissa Fall, right? So this is the image I am picking for now for the demonstration purpose. So if someone give you a task to create something like this in Figma, what you will do? So it's very interesting to make something like this in Figma, and actually creative challenges. So some of them are not easily doable in with Autolayout, but things like this guy, or maybe this guy, or this guy, everything which is mostly straight, I can easily create in Figma with the help of Autolayout. So let's start with easier one first, and then maybe we can pick some complex one. I think let me create something. This one. Let's do this. Okay. So see, when you have it like currently my mind is thinking about how to clip this guy. So there can be multiple way, right? One way is like you can just do this, which is I think faster way, but sometime my mind think differently. Like I was thinking one more step to do the same thing, and just before I already explained actually. So I will create a frame and I will place it here, and it's already clipped. So see, in Figma or even any tool, when you want to do stuff, there can be a multiple way to do the same thing. So when I see this, what is the challenge here? Challenge is creating two different element. One is this part. Back in the days, there is a term called nine scale something. Nine scale, nine slice scale or something. Slicing, it's called slicing. Back in the days when we don't have too much technical stuff in I think HTML or any other stuff, we used to do this thing, which called nine scale slicing. And what this does is it took stuff from your image and divided into slice into 9 element, and these elements, which is like you can see this symbol, is actually scalable, and this part is sticky. So these type of thing is you can say is advanced layouting. So how you will achieve this? This is maybe let's add this also in our current live stream. We will create something more complex, but first start with this guy. So our current task is if you guys know how to do it, or let me do one thing. Maybe I can give you edit access for now. After a stream I will end this, so everybody can edit now. If you want, you can experiment, maybe pick some other maybe design from here. Let's say suppose someone create this one, but if you want to just focus on my work process, let's do that. So just currently I'm picking someone else design work, and the name was Melissa Fuhel. But you can also create this from the scratch, and you have to like work, like sometime I do it on iPad. I just draw some design and then I come and then on Figma and then do this stuff. So currently I am just doing And yeah, so when you illustrate something, what is the first challenge? How you will deconstruct your uh, what you are seeing. You have to deconstruct in multiple part. So currently I am seeing if I can create some, actually just this part, if you can see this, if I somehow manage to create this part, everything is easily replicatable, because this part is shadow. So maybe just a reverse version of this. You are seeing this is white here, this is white, and this, so we have to just reverse it. So let me just quickly do it. So how you will do? So you will just play with your variable. Sometimes I use red color to do all this stuff, because red color is what I can see easily from far, right? I think everybody knows. So this is the first stage, and I think we don't need this part for now. I am deleting it. So what I did, I just you can just press delete, and I can just cut it, command X. So this was the first layer, and then we have another layer which is almost same but little bit indifferent. Pretty cool. So I think we are good here. So this part is easily covered. So now the task is here. This is a perfect circle, I guess. So if thing is perfect circle, instead of use circle, you should follow this approach, because in this way you can maybe and of course this is not a mandatory step. You should follow this step, because maybe sometime this not applicable. Currently I think this is working, because this is almost made with this guy, but I guess this is not always the case. So I think currently this is fine. What else you can see? I can see a rectangle here. So what I'm doing right now is you can see the same process sometime I follow when I have to create an illustration, like those character illustration you are seeing on the social media profiles I used to share. So I think this is the part, and what I can see, let me change the color of this so you understand what I am doing. Next, what I am seeing here, actually I am deconstructing this whole composition. So this part is actually intersecting this guy, right? So instead of recreating this as a vector, I was thinking, what about pick this guy? I am just duplicating it, and I am flattening this guy. So this curve is not mandatory now, because it's already there. If you guys have question, you can just ping here, right? And I will do this, and I guess this guy will go direct. What I'm doing, I created a plugin, but plugin is not working on web browser, and I am using web browser because I guess UI3 have little like slow when you stream or do live session, a screen share. That's why I'm using this here. So currently what I'm doing, subtract, I need to subtract. You can search your these stuff, but you can also do it from here. So I think this is fine. Maybe this part is okay, and always keep habit to create a backup. So I did create a backup. Now I will do flat it out or not. Actually, no. What I want is this was little bit curve actually. So I think we can add this curve from this guy, and this black part we can just cover with outline or drop shadow. So this is fine. So we are okay, I guess. We can just flatten this out. So see, I created 3 layer here. You can see. So there is 3 layer. Let go back here. And this guy is also important because this should be on second layer, because we have to give it differently. Like we have to fill it differently. So I think this is fine. Okay, I think we are good to actually at least what we are we wanted to do here. We can easily create with these guys. So now we have to just quickly arrange. I am like very comfortable with layer panel, so most of the time you can also check what I'm doing here. So this is it's a inner part. Let's write it. So this is fine, I guess. Let's quickly try to find a. I think this was the original one. I can just place it here to try to create something which is almost like this. Okay, so what you can see here now. So there is one more layer here which is almost replica of this, but there can be multiple way to do this. Maybe I will try to use it inner shadow. If this works, okay. Otherwise I will follow another approach which I will show you in some just few minutes actually. So I think this is not working. So because we already mask it, I have another technique which I always use to give the this detailing. I'm duplicating this guy. Why I can't duplicate it? Okay, and then I am changing the color, so you know what I'm doing, and I will. So what I did, I just reversed the. Just you can create vector, add drop shadow, right? Yes, drop shadow and inner shadow we can use when we need, or sometimes we have to just recreate the vector instead of. So currently I am just creating some of the stuff which is mandatory actually it's not. Let me just go fast forward it, because I don't think this is that mandatory to understand what I was about to show here, because this part is you can always learn, but I think it's good to have also. So let me just quickly finish this. Maybe we can just little bit shape differently. I think this part and of course I think now we can outline this guy. So what I'm saying, this part can be merged from here to this was straight actually. So I am thinking to do this. It's like you can't always follow primitive shapes. You have to do this work, like what you can say, make your hand dirty or something you can say, to give more details and all that stuff. So I think we are good here. Yeah, I think we can leave it and just follow. Why it's not changing the color? I can write, but shortcut is not working. Why? time. So this guy should be at 2 pixel. So you can check my illustration live stream if you're wondering this not looking exactly what you are saying. So actually this is very iterative process. You have to spend time and time to make something which you can say is exactly what you wanted to build. But currently we are just creating a basic version of the something. So don't worry. Even I spent lots of time after a stream to finish something which I start. So see, this pixel effect sometimes irritate me. So what I do, I turn off snapping. So you can do this to easily move stuff. I think it's enough for creating this stuff. I think we don't need even this frame. Let me what I did. You can just ungroup. Okay, why I ungroup? Because I wanted to just use this as top part. For color, don't worry, I will add the color later. But currently what I am doing is I'm just creating a layout which will follow this thing to create a button like this. So this is done. Let's say corner, or quickly let's add a color, because you guys will when later you will start seeing, maybe you will find I can't see what you are creating. So instead of flatten, let's follow the same color. For now, this was the second layer. And this was and this was one more stuff here. I personally don't feel like this is good, so I want to do give little bit more retouch here. Maybe when it's a smaller, it will not look. Actually, this part is a little bit more heavier. What about 2 pixel down? I think 1 pixel down is fine. 1 pixel down. Same for this guy. I think now it's fine. Okay, this corner is done. So now we wanted to create something which will look like this, and this will reverse. So our stuff is okay. I think this is not perfectly. So I think this guys can be little bit curve here. And what is this layer? Okay, this is useless layer. Just remove it. Why my keyboard is not working sometimes? Here it's working. Let's reload. Do you guys have questions? What each people are doing? How to master this pen tool for complex shape? Oh, I think the important part is handling your, like, just try to figure out it. Feel how can I explain? I think pen tool is very complex. Of course, it's all about Bezier lines, where you want to draw it and how you want to like perfectly bend it. So I think, like everything else, it's all about I literally can't delete this. I don't know why. So AI beta Seriously? What is happening? Did I did something wrong with Figma? Because I can't edit it. I can't cut it. What is happening? Okay. Yeah. The hell? It's irritating. I have to go to my Figma, I guess. Phew. Sorry, I think something is wrong with browser. I can't even do the cut. So maybe something is wrong there, because I was pressing the cut button. So this there is working. So now it's becoming slow. That's why I was not opening Figma. But why this guy is not deleting? People help. I can't work like this. Because it's slow now. Anyone helping from the stream, guys? Let me give you edit access again. And can you try to delete this red shape? Anyone here? Because something is wrong. My keyboard is stuck. Help me, please. I can do this. I can detach it. I can literally I can cut it from here. But someone please remove this red. Remove this red. You can't remove, right? Is it something is wrong? Something is wrong, right? Exactly. I think something must be terrible here. Now? Okay. But why is not this happening? This part deleting? I don't know. This something was around that time. But anyway, sorted out. Thank you. So you see directly now that the problem was with Figma app is like it start lagging. That's why I was not using that. Okay, so I think here I can add this little shadow to make it like this. But the problem with this is when you use shadow, when you flip or rotate, the shadow direction remains same. So it's not looking what we are looking. Sorry. So I think this shadow part is not good solution here. What I will do, I will create a rectangle, or you can say just a line, and I will duplicate, copy, paste. Come on, people. What the hell is problem with you? Something is really wrong today. Okay, so what I'm doing here is I'm just masking it like this. So this guy, maybe in one side this will be like whitish, and in this component we will find the, and we can create a variables if you are creating a bigger and complex stuff, so you can create a variable and then we are good with it. So I think a styling work we will do later because we already have a component, so it's easily doable. We will change one stuff and another will be like wow. Okay, so this is done. What else we need? We need this part only. So this small stuff. So what I am doing is I will just copy this. Instead of just copying this, maybe I will create a variation of this. Sometimes I use variation. I don't need this part, so I will just delete it and I will it's fine, I think. We will delete this guy also. This guy also. I think we need just this part, so we can just smaller is fine, even just this much. Whatever is the important part of this, and make sure this is same as what you are looking for. So I think this is fine, and our this guy is fine. We can just so why I did this, because this is our we can call it something like line or something, and this is our corner. I created a sub component so that later on we can easily actually create a multiple variation, left, right, and all. So that will be interesting. So now this part will come here, right? So good, right? And this part come here, and this will be flip because this is a okay. We are done. Okay, something is wrong here. Okay, so this part need to be here. Perfect. We will update the color in some time, but let's. Everything is fine. Recently Figma introduced one more thing, which is called suggest Autolayout. So currently what is happening here, there are like 1 2 3 1 2 3. This will automatically create a wrap version of the same thing. Oh yeah, I think so, someone hacked. I think no, it's a new Figma bug. It may be possible. So we can just do this and it automatically adjusts some of the stuff inside. So he created one layer, but I think we don't need it because this is not looking good. So I am going to undo it, and actually I will do it manually. So see what is happening. We need this part and this part. This part should be flexible. So we will select this guy and auto layout. So what I did, I created this person, and now auto layout. So we have two parts. and this part is where the magic happen. So this part is our play button, and we will just make a outlet. Yeah, you can just do it else further. So what do you guys think? Now this is our left part, this is our center part, and this is our right part. So both all can just go like this. Cool. This should be 0. Of course we have some issue, we will fix it, don't worry. And the component, of course we will add color also. So just bear with me, I will do all stuff. Okay, cool. This is fine. I think everybody see what I did. Now you can create it. I think why don't create a this guy text, so you can write let's start. Now the problem is this. So what we will do? You will select it. Let me know if you confused. We are doing this. Oh, now this looks sad. How you will fix it? Okay, so I think this part was right. We were wrong here. So this part should be fill, right? And now let's try to write more. This is longer text. Okay, this is not flexible. Why? Let me figure it out. I will show it, of course. So this should be hug also, and this should be also hug. And now this let's write some big text. Still not happening. What is wrong with this guy? So this guy was not hug. This guy should be fill. So this guy should be fill. Okay, why this is not working? This should be, is this should be hug. Okay, this should be hug. So if this should be hug, what will happen with this two guy? So this two guy need to be fill. Yes. So yeah, we are done with it. So what is problem with this spacing, this beard thing? Of course we will fix it. So the problem is with here, we have to fix the height with something like 20 or something, and this part also will be 0, and this part will be fill auto. Wow. So we did it, guys. We created a basic structure, and even this is flexible. That means whatever you do, it will follow your details. So let's say now let's try. We have some interesting button. Maybe this is good. Let's do that. Maybe we need 60 or something. I think this font is good, but this alignment is looking off for me, because I think this is good. This is perfect. This is perfect for game like font. So yeah, this is working fine. Okay, so we created a basic complex layout for this. If you want to do all the visual stuff, let me do that also. So it's more fun. And let me add this credit here, so anyone want can go and check. Okay, people are sleeping, no questions. Everybody is like, everybody know what I'm doing. That's very interesting. I think just pick the color from here. So this part was little okay. So you, if you are thinking What about giving the shadow and all? So there can be multiple things to do with, like how you can achieve the shadow, like I already mentioned last time, and I am doing the same here. The one of the thing important, and because this is uh, all UI, so let me explain one more complex stuff. Sometime when I wanted to create mask, of course we will use frame, and sometimes we use rectangle, and then we just rectangle or whatever shape, and then we can just mask. Okay, why I'm explaining this? Figma have one I think, yeah, Figma have this capability. You can mask with line also. So if you when you this line is this line, you can just mask with it. So why I'm explaining this? I am explaining this because I wanted to give this effect here. So how will you will achieve it? So you have to mask these guys maybe with the duplicate of the same element, and I will just create a maybe tiny stuff here. Let's say this guy, and I will just add a blur. I think this you can also achieve with sometime what is called linear gradients. So I am just giving the detailing here, and you can see the top part is also something similar. So how you can do that? I think what we will do, we will just do something like this, and we will copy this guy, and we will just replace the top part here with the same color. So this will be almost same, but it's not looking almost same because we are adding blur. It's blurred, so we have to extend a little bit more until this looks better. Maybe let's add a darker background here. Okay, now it's fine. We are fine. I'm not happy with this guy, so let's keep iterating this until we are happy. Now maybe I can happy. Yeah, I think we can live with it. Oh, thanks. Okay, let's see what next. See, last time I already mentioned one thing. So when you design details, when you zoom, it looks like, oh, this is not looking what you're saying, but you can just zoom out and then see, this looks like what we are expecting. So yeah, we are good. And okay, cool. So what next? I think I don't know, something weird happens sometimes. I can't zoom now. I can zoom now. So this part is the reverse version of the same part. So now this is little darker. That means we can do this and then this. Okay, cool. Don't worry, I will fix all the stuff. So just keep watching. So we are here. In the reverse order, this will be something like this. So what happened with this guy? So we will do that same stuff I did for top one. So what we will do? We will add a mask for this guy also. So duplicate it and just mask it. Good. So what next? Just keep adding the detail you want. I think this is more darker until this part. Maybe I will add everybody's creativity is different, so it's not necessarily what you're thinking. Other people will also think the same, and sometime what you create is not like hard rule and what you create is like perfect. Maybe there is always room for improvement. So just enjoy the process, and if you have something to improve yourself or ask for help. I think this looks maybe better now, right? So now what I'm seeing here, so this part need little whiteness maybe in this direction, maybe this direction, right? Yeah, I guess so. Yeah, this is okay. Okay, this session supposed to be for what's called Autolayout, but be distracted and doing this. But I think everybody is enjoying, so I can keep doing it. Or if people want to move to the head part, which was the main complex task, I think there was one more layer, but I'm not going to that direction because it will take lots of time to get the details. So if you guys want, I can keep doing it, or otherwise I can switch to other stuff. Of course, I will add this purple shade before moving forward, but other than that, I think we can live with it. What do you think? Yes, no, let's vote. I'm checking comment in next 5 minutes. So let me just fix this guy, and then okay, so I think this guy was here. This was supposed to here, which goes here. So this shade is okay, so this supposed to go here, and then I can copy the shade from here, right? Yeah, I think this is fine. Little bit maybe it will go here, but I think it's fine. Okay, right? Okay, yeah. So this guy will go replace, and then perfect, I guess. One more, actually I am also like very like perfectionist kind of stuff, so until I am satisfied, I'm keep iterating, I keep adding stuff, because I just wanted to create stuff which looks beautiful also, right? So things should look beautiful. Maybe this guy need one. Sometimes copy paste, I don't know why it's not working. So this is moving, and I can copy, I can paste, right? Yes. So now this is okay, and this guy need one more layer, something like that, which will be my inner shadows kind of stuff, and I will just copy this same layer with this same layer will go here, and this will be more brighter actually, but this should be below this area. Okay, so now this guy here need this guy here need almost same but darker shades of the same stuff, and this guy also need a little bit of the darker shade of people lost. Keep chatting people, so I know you guys enjoying it at least, so I will keep doing it. Otherwise I can go to my own direction and I will create something else. Yeah, I think I will keep iterating stuff. So instead of doing this, I should stop this nonsense. I'm saying nonsense, sorry. This is last. I'm not doing anything other than this. I will just work on this purple part little bit and then we can go done with it. So purple part is not that complex. I think this left area, you can see we already created this guy. So if I can copy it separately, this part, what I will do, I will just create a shape and this guy is like absolute position. If you guys know how to do HTML, there are things called flexboard is there, of course, but there is absolute positioning. So this thing is called absolute positioning, and once you do that, you have this feature. You can just place it somewhere else. So this is what I was looking for, and now I will just copy it here. So let's do it a gray version first, and then we will change it, right? Yeah, same for this guy, or yeah, I think for center I was thinking, what about creating a basic component? Of course we have to create a component for this. Then I will place it here, and this guy will be this guy should be like this. And there is one more thing we call constraint. So we need this left and right, so it fill it. Sometimes we use Autolayout when you have everything is perfectly aligned. Sometimes we use these left right things. So these are the okay. This looking good, right? What else missing? Some here and there stuff which we can quickly do it. Let's add the color first. Our base color was pick something from here. Yeah, I think so. Okay, cool. And then we start working on our shadows. So we can do some, I think you can see there is like gap, and then okay, let's do some math here. So I will divide it to 2, right? And then I will do something like this, and then I have a stroke, and then we have custom stroke. We don't need 0, we don't need 0, and then we just need maybe white, linear. This can be reverse. Now this can be rotated. We can do this, we can do this. 1 2 3 and you 3 1 2 3, and this is also 0. Okay, is it too fast? Sorry if this is too fast, sorry. You can slow later and then batch, or you can just ask question right now. I will do same stuff here. 1 2 3 1 2 3 1 2 3. Our base color was this. I will choose this will rotate, and one more thing is here, and that is we need actually overlay, I guess. Yeah, what do you think, guys? We are almost done, right? Cool. I think last part I will do, and then we can close this. So this was our color. Maybe we can need a linear here, which can be like this to a start, and then we will add the one more here. We can just copy this guy, paste it here, and then we can copy it here, and okay, this is okay, I guess. What else? We need a black outline, and then okay, I guess. Now it's time for effects. We need no blur, and let's do it darker. 2 is fine, I guess. 1 is fine, I guess. And we need one more. It's called blended in here, and in inner we can add white. I'm seeing a chat box now after this little thing I am doing. So if you have question, you can just drop it there. Okay, so what do you think, guys? We did it, right? We almost did it. Of course, there is always room for improvement, which you can keep doing it until you're satisfied, or you never satisfied if you are creative. This darker things, I think you can achieve with, any guess? You can achieve with shadow, I guess. I think so. If I can add shadow, you can do it with, sorry. Oh yeah, I think we are good. This much is enough, I guess. Like I said, if you want more, you have to just spend more time, and we already spent almost 1 hour, right? So let's move to the important, interesting stuff, which is we will create that head, or almost some part of the head, because that is also very big task to do. So this part is okay. So I'm not fixing right now these guy. That thing we will fix later. So I think yeah, I think we are close to this stuff. Okay, only Prag Raz जो है. No, I am watching. Okay, that's cool. Cool. Let's move to next stuff. Let's do some crazy stuff. Let's divide some of these things. So first demonstrate some of the things which I already actually covered here also, but let's do quickly here. So these all are mostly frames. Why? Because frames give you freedoms to control. First, one more important stuff here is I used here primitive shape because what I was creating here is not easily doable with other stuff, like shadows and some of the animation. is only applicable once if you are using frame, like this mouth. If you are saying, so this mouth is easily like open and close. Why? Because I adjusted things like that. It's quickly controlled by Autolayout. See, so and if you change the shape of the mouth, you can't control these things. So that's why these looks primitive, but still we will create it. So let's start by just creating a what patterns way easy. Let's start with a complete face at least. Okay, so let's do some calculation. Not necessarily, but let's do some calculation. Okay, so this is our head. 250 would be good, right? Or 220. Let's do 230, I guess. This is so big. 250, yes, smaller is good. Let's do smaller version. Okay, radius. Where is the radius? Height is 250. So width is 200. So it should be 100 to make like this. I think this is perfect. Cool. What's so cool here? If I add, let's say I am creating 2i now, but like I already mentioned, try to use frame only, so it will be better to manage. So I am creating eyes. So this is eye. Inner part can be just circle because we are not giving too much details there. Later we will create component where we need it. Right now let's see if this is eye and this is a face, and if I place this guy here and we add Autolayout, you can see stuffs are automatically adjusting, right? So these are the things I am talking about. So these are the things which will help to create all those things which you see here. So sometimes I can just adjust this part. So now one thing is I don't want to adjust width, and I also don't want to adjust actually height. So the face is fixed. So now if people want to move eyes, you can control by this. See, so your eyes will move here and there, up and down, right? So because I fixed the layout. Okay, keep adding stuff. So let's create. This is streaming on. Internet is on or everything is dead? I think internet is okay. I see there is a issue in my network, I guess. I think eyebrow is just this rectangle, it's fine. If you understand basic concept what I am doing, you can easily create those stuff. So yeah, this is okay, this is perfect. I think this is good. Do we need bigger? Oh, a little bigger is fine. I'm not creating component for eye. Why? Because these things we also want to move it. You can also create a component, but you have to create a multiple set of components. So instead of that, let's keep it simple. So I will create this a group, and I will replace this guy with this now. So one eye is done. Minions, right? Cool. Maybe I can add outlayer here. Okay, so one is done. Let's do second one. Okay, something is wrong. Why? Because this whole thing is in Autolayout thing, and then this is creating some weird shape. So the solution is because eye is fixed. We don't have to do these stuff. This should be fixed. Both are fixed. So now it's fine. Now it's fine. duplicate. So now we have this 2 guy, and this 2 guy need one more auto layout. So now let's see things little bit complicated, but don't worry, we will figure out and we will fix together. I think this should be hug and then fix, so that's totally fine now. And this will be center is not happening because this is 0. This will be order, right? Why this is not going to center? Because this guy is the master of this guy. So this guy is supposed to be 0, I guess. What happened to do? Okay, you need to be hug and you need to be center. It's too looks complicated, I guess, but it's not that complicated. See, we fix one stuff, we are almost closer to something which we needed. So cool. What else? Let's demonstrate one thing first and then we will move to next stage. So let's create a artboard. Of course we will beautify also, don't worry. We are creating artboard, and then let's duplicate the artboard. And the basic idea what I am demonstrating right now is, suppose this is a box which will be our controller, and you are going to move this to somewhere here. So when you move this guy to here, what will happen? So that you can control easily by using this on drag. Let's try on drag first, and then hovering we will try. So do this. I think for this case we need linear, and then let's try out. Nothing will happen because we are not changing anything here. But see, this is moving, right? So we are doing something. And now when people move this guy here, this should be like, okay, let's move the eye, right? So now what will happen? This will go so this is the basic concept. This was the whole idea. So now you may want to switch on drag to hovering. So when you do that, this will also do the same thing. So when you hover, it will hover. So the whole concept was this. We were moving just stuff here and there. So the complete animation is nothing but these things created in multiple frames with multiple the elements moving here and there. Suppose this is moving here, then maybe we can change the eyes position to more close to this. And because this is center, maybe this eye should be more towards the center or somewhere here. Right? So everything is perfect. Let's move to a complex task, that is mouth. Some part we can copy from here, but let's start a basic which I wanted to demonstrate. Let's duplicate it to understand all the basic component here. We created eyes, we are wanted okay, we don't want inside of it right now. Okay, so this part I think let's maybe we can just add it here to check it out. This layout should be okay, so we need a little bit of space. I guess we are good there. So I'm just visualizing here, and then once we're done, we will change to artboard and component. Sorry, 240 and Well, let's do something edgy. Okay, this is interesting. So this part is artboard, right? This part is artboard. If I give something like, okay, this is our teeth. So if this is our teeth and I place it here, this will hide somewhere, right? Cool. So we can create it multiple teeth. And we are good with creating teeth, I guess. 3 is binary. Okay, cool. Don't worry about visuals. We can always fix the visuals once we finalize the logic. So don't always start with the beautiful stuff. Start with something which is like for the concept. I even just check the concept with just basic, very basic stuff like random circles, boxes, and once we satisfied, and then I fix things with other more complex or visual stuffs. Okay, so this is fine, I guess. See, our mouth is working now. No. You are interpreting it wrong. Autolayout is not helping to create a smooth animation. Malab, it's not like that. It looks like that. And what I am doing here is also not a part of Figma. I just wanted to create something which is creative, and maybe in the process you learned some of the stuff which you can utilize with other stuff as well. Creating a smooth animation and auto layout both are different stuff, not related to each other. Okay, so this should be white. So the now complex task is it's not complex task. You understand, if you understand all the basic stuff what I shared before, this is what it is. So I did this, and then this will be a center. So how we will add the outline? So for outline you can just add it, right? It's not a big deal. You can just create the outline, whatever color you choice. This red lips. So now this is working. What next? Effects. So why I use effects? Because effect will give you more number of outlines with different colors. And secondly, if you are creating custom shape, this a spread thing will not work. And if a spread thing will not work, the number of layers you can see here you can't create. So what I am doing right now, I am just giving you idea how this what is this? This is inner shadow will work. So currently I showed you can use a stroke, but I didn't try didn't use art stroke in that above this animation. Why? You can just bear with me. I will explain, and maybe you will understand automatically. So I created an inner shadow, and I can create another inner shadow like maybe with a different color. And once we do this, and so see, I am just trying to create a number of layers of the outer shadows which replicate as a outline. So I'm doing same for this guy. So we are almost done with this detailing part for the head. And I guess so. If you want more binder or more stroke, you have to just add one here. It looks complicated task, but I think everything is complicated. If you want to create something beautiful, it takes time. So you can just say oh, it's complicated, so I'm not creating it. Similarly, you can just add a tongue, sorry, but you can do absolute for that because it's almost in the between somewhere. So just do it and it's too much red, so it's something like that. Good, so far good. I hope it's good. So sometime we can just adjust the this guy. Beautiful. This thing should be stuck somewhere, maybe bottom. So it should always be at somewhere here, right? So perfect. We are doing something. We can get view in. What is this? Oh, I am purposely not promoting the channel right now, so it's fine for the views. I barely share the live stream link on the social network right now because I don't have bandwidth to control too many people, so I think it's fine. So we are creating stuff. Okay, so next stage is, so you can keep doing this for like multiple phase iterations and all. So what I did was I created a set of moth component set like this, which helps me to quickly switch between 1-2. And because every layers stack is together, it will automatically like morph between two layers. So let me show what I am saying. Suppose in this I change, okay, there is one bug. This should be center also. So now if I, okay, so I did this. So this is suppose 1 and this is supposed to, and Prayag, you were working on some this complex stuff, no? So I think this will help there also. If you want, you can just reduce the width also. So there are multiple things so you can do. So right now I think this is fine. This is fine. This is fine. So what I was doing like, okay, this is mouth, and I pick one mouth here, replace with it, and right now just delete it and copy and paste it here, and I will change it to second, and this complete stuff will move to next direction, and this also want to something like that. See what will happen. Let's see. Wow, this is working, and this mouth is also automatically morphing. Why? Because the components say both, everything is same, right? I think after a stream end, and if I leave the video, people came, so it's fine. I have some plan for future, so let's see how it will goes. Maybe I will create some exclusive course or something like that. So but I think the problem is creating all those things need time and lots of people. So I think pretty much we are done. So everything is based on this, and same thing, you have to like spend time for all the complex details to make something that looks better, right? So right now I think this is pretty much good in the shape. Maybe we can give more detail and all here and there, and let's give, maybe we can copy this style to here, but because this I have on Autolayout, so everything will copy from there, so maybe it will break the layout, so don't worry about this. I will quickly do this manually. Oh, sorry, I changed it for this. And I think at the end it's all about how you see the things from your eyes. This looks like moth, or this not look like moth. It's perception. Will you use this things at some real usable work, or this is just for fun? It's all perception of, it's all your perception, right? You will use it or not. So I'm just giving the more details here and there, and then we can maybe leave as it is. 2 pixel is fine. What do you think? I think 2 pixel looks better. So let's do 2 pixels here. More vibrant. Add little bit. Make little bit more stuff here, maybe. Yes, you can do all those things, Sachin. You can just create, that's why we created everything here. So you can just adjust everything here, and for every like birding or what you are speaking, depending on the requirement, you can just update. I will show the final version from what I created, but let's understand basic stuff here. Do we need more details? We have here. So this was second path. Okay, so these were the basics, and let me create the controller. So actually I created multiple controller for the same, and the idea was like, okay, so if suppose you have a rectangle, 90 it will be great. This area multiply by 3, I think 120 is big. Great, 120, yeah. And let's divide into 3 parts. So 12 multiplied by 3, 40, right? So let's do 40. And this was interesting actually. So I created this. So these will be our what it's called, PowerPoint controller, you can call it whatever you want, basically PowerPoint, yeah. So these are okay. I am renaming it so there will be no conflicting. So let's see, let's call it our. Naming doesn't matter, but it should be unique, I guess. So let's do this. So this is our controller, and to see as a like, and on this controller things will move here, there, and something like that on this all points. So this will be visible. What I am creating here will be visible, and all other part we will unhide it. So let's come here. I will get very basic of this, and then so this is our controller. Control is fine, I guess, and remove it. And so let's create a center. So suppose this is for second, right? People have edit access. Yes, if anyone is here, someone create from bottom, I am creating from top, if anyone is helping. So I am creating, no, I think the lag will be like someone I already created all, then people will listen. Oh, you missed the chance. Anyway, I already finished. So don't worry, I think I can create all. So this is another one. So this will go here. This will go here. Doesn't matter, almost center or not, kind of. Automatically, it will automatically snap actually. So don't worry about it. So what was this? This was bottom. And this was, I think multiple select is fine. You can check also SM, right? So perfect. So cool. So right now another task. If people seriously edit, so now the task is a little complicated. I am not going to create all, but I am just giving some of the idea. So this part, suppose this guy, so people move from here to here, right? So this will go here, but people can also go from here to here, right? So those are the things you have to connect, which is manual task. So do this with a smart animation. Usually linear is fine, but if you want, you can change. rather things you have to change. So these are the settings I am using, and then just I think just do it. 2 or 3 I am doing, 2 or 3 almost. Okay, something is wrong actually, sorry, I confused. So think like this. So you are hovering in this card, not this ball, right? So you have to click this guy and then go do this. Yeah, not similarly. You are hovering on like later sometime this part. So whenever you are hovering this part, I don't think multiple is, I never tried actually. Let's try if multiple is possible. If not, then you have to do manually. Oh, that's interesting. We can do multiple ones. Pretty cool, man. So this guy will go while hovering, right? Everything is fine. Yeah. So if I try it here, see, it's working, right? It's a little pickering because other is not available right now, but you know what I'm saying, right? So let's quickly work for some of them. So now our controller task is done. What you have to do is just connect all those things. Suppose every I think we have this guy also, right? So you can just do it, and so where this will go, I think we have to -1, which is already there. This guy and this guy will go here, right? Yes. So this will be hovering. You can on drag also. You can do on drag also. Let's try on drag. And from where we were coming. Okay. So we were coming from here. This part. Okay, right. Just a minute. Okay, because this is not drag. Okay, so for drag you have to create for this guy. So currently we are not doing drag. We are doing can be correct without yeah, I can correct it. So this is while hovering part actually. So now let's do it. So this is working fine, right? So be connected, right? So you have to do it for all the connection. So the connection where dot is, you will leave and connect all the stuff, and then you will create all the mouth, multiple mods. I created lots of mods, like some mouth were like very small, some were almost like this, and some were like wide. Okay, the teeth have a problem, so we have to fix it also. Teeth should remain at bottom, but there is no option. Why? Because this is not Autolayout. So let's reset a little bit. Maybe I will add Autolayout on this little fella, which will give me some control. So let's do that. Full Autolayout. Okay, so why is it not working? It's already a group, right? Okay, now it's sometimes you really missed. Let's do fix bit. No, hug, and then I think hug is fine. So I think I can copy again. Okay, so while I was creating this guy, again the issue, let's debug it. So debugging task is like, sometimes you have to keep debugging. Okay, the problem is with these guys. And what is the problem? It should be auto, and this should be spell, yeah. But this guy is not doing same. Why? Because the naming convention. So I have to do the same here, and then make sure name of the element is same, so it will automatically morph between, otherwise you will face the issue. So yeah, they keep doing this. Maybe we don't or maybe we want to see more tongue here, so just something like that. Maybe we do something like that, and then maybe we will control this guy like Suraj was saying, right? So you have to control. So there are multiple ways to control it. You can do center, so just keep doing it, whichever part you wanted to move up or down. So this is 2, this is 3, and this is 4. So now suppose you are stretching bottom, this part was the bottom, so maybe this part will be more wider like this or this. You can just decide. Maybe this is little bit angular, this is little bit angular, this is something like this. So just think about it and just make it like the, see, it's working, right? So of course the in the between part is little it's empty, it's taking time, or and also you can control all those things. So I think those are the things. I think I covered most of the important part for making these. Once you're done with it, I think if you want just select all these elements, and then I just, because you can't hide it because it's hover, right? Oh sorry, Sachin. So this will be 0, and sorry, not this, you have to go and inside, and then this will be the 0. What happened? Okay, it selected this guy also, so we don't want that, right? So we have to now everything is no. If I do this, let me try again, and then shift click, dial. I have to do this actually manually, I guess. Still not selected, that's bad. That should be selected. So let me do this guy. This is anyway, this is just for the sake of visual, so we can drag it outside. Perfect. So now if I select this guy and reduce this to 0, and then we can check it out, it's also still working. And then I added a little a fake border, I guess, which was pretty obvious. It's nothing. It's okay. Now questions. Just write the questions you have, and if you don't have question, probably we will end it. If you have some question, you can just ask. Maybe I will help here by creating an something so you can easily understand. So let's see how many questions you have. So this is the so I think I can select all and then paste. Perfect. I guess this is the okay, cool. So let's see what was the behind the scene of this fella. Open it. Come on, Figma. No, Figma. It's very slow. I want to open it here. At least open here instead. Why it's not opening? Okay, there are people still here, which is good. See, like I mentioned, so I created all the set of teeth, mouth, everything is here, and then okay, I created a version of this also. Something different, like very initial idea. Yeah, see, actually here there are multiple. There are more controls, so it's not like just 9. I created 4 multiplied by 4, which is like too much controls, and I just did it actually. So that was the end. I remember I created one version where this guy were talking. Yeah, I think this guy were talking. Let's see. Yeah, this guy were talking. So in this iteration, what I did, it's very okay. This is another file. No, okay. So because Figma doesn't support only audio, what I did was I created alphabets, some of the alphabets, A, B, C, D. Actually, I have all the alphabets. I downloaded as a MP3, then converted to MP4, and then all these MP4s are stored somewhere. And where is the MP4? Inside this guy. I remember it should be hidden somewhere. I think inside this. Where is the tooth? Seriously, I can't see it. There was a this is talking, right? If this is talking guy, there must be a audio file which I mentioned, or maybe this is not that file, but this is controlled by keyboard. I typed and then it's asked for that variable, and then I'm just wondering if this is the guy where I place the audio file. I just hid the audio file inside the component. Yeah, I think I can see now. So this nor have nothing. Actually, this is for a space or something like this. So see, you can see the audio file I hidden here. Where is this guy? So see, this is the audio file which is hidden because I changed the percentage to something else and it's very behind, so doesn't matter, percentage is 0 or 1. So when this trigger from here to here, the audio file played, and then maybe let me bring it to here. Maybe whoever looking for can inspect what I did here. This is for inspiration, and even let me bring all the complex task, complex one bola. So and let me the original. So this is like your gift for the final. I hope all component came from. I don't think component will come from there, but for the understanding, I think it's fine. It's coming, right? I think so. Yeah, it's came. So this is your final version which I created. It's I think already 1 and more than 1 year. So yeah, this was the. So wow, this is so cool. For each alphabets, a state is there and play. Yeah. So that is what it is to create something with Autolayout. So my goal was creating this head, but meanwhile I also covered a little bit of all other complexity, which I guess you guys understand pretty much this thing we created actually, right? So this is almost, if I spend maybe 30 more minutes, then it will looks like what you can see it at. So okay, I am not sharing a screen. Where did you get the ideas to do something cool stuff? That's very interesting question actually. Okay, so whenever I stuck somewhere what I was creating, or I just don't want to work on same old stuff, UI and design system, most of the time I go to this. Let me share the screen now again. I go to Pinterest and then keep searching, and my feed is almost very interesting. Like sometime I found something. See, my feed is very creative. So if I found something, I think, can I create this in Figma? And then things start from there. So maybe I found something which I can't create same as in Figma, but almost similar, or based on some same thing, I create something. So something like that. Right. So do we have question more? Subham Patnayak. Even I saw someone created one tablet from scratch. Yeah, I think same principle. So you will create the keys, and once you have all the keys, you can just trigger your maybe I can show the keyboard part. What you are saying is based on this guy, this thing. For February, I think there was typewriter stuff or something, and then you can, yeah. So this was a keyboard. Oh, what happened? So actual logic, if I can just bear with me. I think this should work. So there are two button, right? One normal or one pressed state. So when you hit something, it changed to the second state. So this is how things work for typewriter. So this is the idea, and now it's very laggy actually for streaming. So actually I was doing something similar, but I think the idea started from here, but I stuck to the final version, which is more minimal. But yeah, it's very slow, man. These are the inspirations. But anyway, I think that's for the today. I guess you guys learned something, and I already have Discord links shared already, and share these things with your friend circle maybe, and let me know what you guys want to learn next time. Maybe we can do some coding if you guys interesting, like creating a plugin, a small plugin in 2 or 3 hour session, a small plugin to understand how you can create your plugin, Figma plugin. So that will be interesting. And I think Figma file shared already here, and then whenever you have question, you can go in Discord, uh, and you can ping me on other places also. I try to reply everywhere. Thanks, Simon. It's Figma, of course. I don't use Figma like all the time. I use other software also, but of course Figma is like people know. Oh, me matlab means Figma. So, but yeah, I use other tools also. Sometimes I use Adobe also. So, yeah, thanks, Shivam. Yeah, next. So I was thinking to do the bi-weekly, but I think this is this after third week, I guess we did it. Let me try and schedule something, and maybe I will start getting small tutorials and share also here. Uh, yeah. So I think for plugin, if you guys have at least a basic uh, understanding of programming, and first, and secondly, mostly plugin is coded in JavaScript, jQuery, you can say, and more advanced if you want, then it's React. You can create directly in jQuery and JavaScript, but it will be complicated. So I think you must have to learn more about React after doing all those things, HTML and CSS and JS, and then you can create prototyping. We did it prototyping, right? We did, but actually that was for animation. But yeah, I think we can do some boring UI prototyping also. I think creating prototyping is not that hard when you create for mobile app and web app. But you want to do some crazy stuff, then it's like okay, need assistant, right? So I hope you guys learned something, and we will keep doing this. Yeah, that's it. I think that's for today. Okay. See you guys. Thank you for joining.